Welcome, IT leaders, to a critical discussion shaping the future of enterprise monitoring and troubleshooting. In today's complex distributed systems, the ability to truly understand what's happening, from user click to database query, is no longer a luxury. It's the foundational blueprint for understanding and mastering the topic. First, let's establish a clear understanding of our two contenders, starting with Dynatrace. Imagine a comprehensive, API-powered platform designed to provide a complete, end-to-end view of your entire technology stack. Dynatrace isn't just a tool. It's an ecosystem from a single vendor, purpose-built to automatically discover, map, and monitor every component of your cloud-native and hybrid environments, delivering answers and root cause analysis rather than just raw data. It's an integrated approach, aiming to be your single source of truth. Now, shifting our focus to OpenTelemetry, we encounter a very different philosophy. You might be thinking, is this another vendor? Not at all. OpenTelemetry is an open-source set of APIs, SDKs, and tools designed to standardize the collection of telemetry data, traces, metrics, and logs across all your applications and infrastructure. It emerged from a community-driven effort to combat vendor lock-in and enable true data portability. In real systems, this shows up when a microservice written in Java, an API in Node.js, and a legacy monolith in Python can all emit observability data in a consistent, standardized format, regardless of which backend observability platform you eventually send it to. It decouples instrumentation from analysis, giving you flexibility. So while both are crucial for observability, they represent fundamentally distinct architectural approaches. Dynatrace offers a highly integrated, opinionated, and often premium, turnkey experience. OpenTelemetry, on the other hand, provides the neutral, foundational primitives for collecting data, allowing you to choose and swap out your analysis backend. Understanding this core divergence is paramount, and in our next segment, we'll dive deeper into the strategic importance and core differentiators that truly set them apart. Now let's zoom out from the foundational definitions and really explore why this choice, Dynatrace versus OpenTelemetry, matters so deeply for IT leaders at a strategic level. It's not just a technical preference, it's a decision that impacts your entire operational blueprint. You might be grappling with the classic dilemma. Do you invest in a fully integrated, AI-driven platform that promises end-to-end visibility out of the box? Or do you commit to an open-source standard that champions flexibility and vendor neutrality? Dynatrace, in essence, offers you a meticulously designed, prefabricated blueprint for observability, complete with automated discovery and AI-powered insights. It's a powerful, all-in-one solution that takes much of the integration burden off your plate. OpenTelemetry, on the other hand, provides the standardized building blocks, the common language, for you to construct your own observability blueprint. It's about data portability, avoiding vendor lock-in, a concern I know many of you feel deeply when considering proprietary solutions. But this flexibility comes with the responsibility of integrating and managing the back-end systems that will process and visualize that data. In real systems, this shows up when teams are struggling to achieve unified, end-to-end root cause analysis across disparate tools. With Dynatrace, that correlation is often automated, giving you a clear path from user experience down to code-level issues. Picture a moment where a customer complains about slow performance. Dynatrace's AI can rapidly trace that single request across microservices, correlating metrics, logs, and traces to pinpoint the exact failing component. It's about speed and efficiency. With OpenTelemetry, while you gather all that rich data, you're responsible for stitching it together in your chosen backend, be it Grafana, Jaeger, or another solution. This can be incredibly powerful, offering unparalleled customization, but it demands significant engineering effort and expertise to build out that truly integrated view. It's a trade-off between out-of-the-box automation versus granular control and architectural freedoms. So for IT leaders, the question becomes, what are the immediate operational efficiencies you need, balanced against your long-term strategic goals for vendor independence and architectural agility? Understanding this dynamic is crucial for justifying the cost and migration effort of any comprehensive observability platform. In our next scene, we'll dive deeper into the specific problems each of these approaches is designed to solve. As IT leaders, you've likely grappled with the relentless complexity of modern systems. We're talking about microservices, cloud-native architectures, and a dizzying array of data points. It's no wonder that one of the most agonizing pains is fragmented visibility and the resulting sluggishness in root cause analysis. If you've ever felt that gut-wrenching frustration trying to piece together disparate logs, metrics, and traces from half a dozen different tools, you know exactly what I mean. This swivel chair debugging isn't just inefficient, it delays incident resolution, leading directly to revenue loss and reputational damage. Dynatrace, with its AI-powered causation engine, automates this correlation, giving you a unified view out of the box. OpenTelemetry, on the other hand, solves this by offering a standardized, vendor-neutral way to instrument your entire stack, laying down a consistent, foundational blueprint for understanding and mastering your system's health, no matter where the data ends up. Both dramatically slash your mean time to resolution, sometimes by as much as 50%. Another significant concern, often voiced in IT leadership forums, is the risk of vendor lock-in and the struggle for true data ownership. You might be thinking, once I commit to a platform, am I truly free? I've seen teams spend years trying to migrate data out of monolithic systems, only to realize the egress costs alone were prohibitive. This is where OpenTelemetry shines. By standardizing the data collection and export mechanisms, OpenTelemetry essentially gives you back control over your observability data. It enables true data portability, meaning you're not tied to a single vendor's ecosystem, fostering a healthier competitive landscape, and protecting your long-term strategic options. It's about ensuring that your operational data isn't held hostage. And finally, for many IT leaders, the elephant in the room is always cost justification and scalability. How do you prove the tangible ROI of comprehensive observability platforms against actual operational needs and varying data volumes? Dynatrace tackles this head-on with clear operational efficiency gains, automation that reduces manual effort, and an all-in-one platform approach that often consolidates tool sprawl, leading to a quantifiable reduction in total cost of ownership. For example, achieving a 20% reduction in production outages and a 15% increase in developer productivity within the first year is a robust, smart, compliant outcome. OpenTelemetry, while requiring more initial setup, allows for a phased adoption, letting you control costs incrementally as you scale. This flexibility lets you build a business case that aligns directly with your evolving budget and performance goals. But knowing the problems and their high-level solutions is just the first step. Next, let's explore the specific tools and methods that turn these solutions into reality. Now that we've dissected the problems both Dynatrace and OpenTelemetry solve, let's zoom in on the actual tools and methods that underpin their implementations. Understanding these isn't just about technical specifics. It's about seeing how each approach constructs its own foundational blueprint for your observability strategy. First, consider Dynatrace. Its core strength lies in its highly integrated, proprietary ecosystem. The flagship is the Dynatrace One Agent, which is remarkably comprehensive. Deploy it once, and it automatically discovers, maps, and monitors your entire technology stack, from infrastructure to applications, user experience, and even business outcomes. This agent feeds data into Dynatrace's AI engine, Davis, which autonomously analyzes anomalies and identifies root causes across all observed entities. This all-in-one approach means you're leveraging a single vendor's sophisticated, pre-integrated tools designed to work seamlessly together. You might be thinking, does this constrain my choices? And the answer is, in terms of tooling, yes. But in return, you gain immense automation and a unified data model right out of the box. On the other side, OpenTelemetry provides a radically different blueprint, an open-source, vendor-agnostic framework. Here, the tools are components like the OpenTelemetry SDKs, which instrument your code to generate traces, metrics, and logs. These signals are then often routed through the OpenTelemetry collector, a powerful proxy that can process, filter, and export data to virtually any backend, whether that's a commercial APM tool, an open-source analytics platform like Prometheus and Grafana, or a custom solution. I've seen teams leverage the collector's processing capabilities to reduce data volume by 20% before it even hits their expensive backend, significantly impacting cost efficiency and network overhead. This modularity means you choose your tools, piece by piece, building an observability stack that perfectly fits your unique requirements and budget. Ultimately, the success of either path hinges on strategic adoption methods. For Dynatrace, it's often about leveraging its AI-powered automation for AOps, predicting and preventing issues proactively, and aligning monitoring directly with business services via its Smartscape topology. For OpenTelemetry, effective implementation involves defining clear instrumentation strategies, standardizing semantic conventions across teams, and integrating collectors within your CI/CD pipelines to ensure consistent data generation from the very start. Both require a commitment to continuous feedback and refinement, but their toolsets dictate very different how-to guides for constructing that end-to-end visibility. It's about understanding which set of tools best helps you build your ultimate operational blueprint. After exploring the tools and methods, the real question becomes, how do we actually make Dynatrace and OpenTelemetry work for our organization? It's not just about installing software. It's about strategic adoption that transforms your operational capabilities. First, we need to cultivate an observability mindset within our teams. This isn't just a technical shift, it's a cultural one. Start small, perhaps with a pilot project, to build internal champions. Educate cross-functional teams on the why behind observability, not just the how. When everyone understands that observability is the very bedrock of stable, performant systems, part of our foundational blueprint, they embrace the data, rather than seeing it as overhead. This early cultural alignment is crucial, preventing resistance down the line and ensuring a smoother transition. Next, let's talk about the technical implementation itself. A phased rollout is often the most prudent approach. Don't try to refactor everything at once. Focus on instrumenting critical services with OpenTelemetry first, ensuring you're generating standardized, vendor-agnostic traces, metrics, and logs. Then, leverage Dynatrace's powerful AI engine to ingest and correlate this OTel data alongside its own one-agent data for a truly unified view. You might be thinking, but won't that just add complexity? In real systems, this shows up when teams struggle to correlate performance issues with specific code deployments across disparate tools. By standardizing with OTel and centralizing with Dynatrace, you create that single pane of glass, dramatically cutting down on root cause analysis times. Finally, the best strategy for success involves strategic measurement and continuous iteration. Define clear KPIs for your observability initiatives from day one. Are you reducing MTTR, improving system availability, lowering operational costs? Iterate on your implementation, refining your instrumentation and Dynatrace configurations based on these metrics. My best strategy recommendation for most enterprise IT leaders is a hybrid approach. Leverage OpenTelemetry for open standards and vendor flexibility, while strategically deploying Dynatrace for its advanced AI correlation, automated anomaly detection, and end-to-end visualization capabilities. This ensures both long-term adaptability and immediate, high-impact operational value. It's about building a resilient observability practice. But how do these strategic approaches truly stack up against the core differentiators of each platform? That's what we'll explore next. Having explored the strategic approaches for adopting observability, it's time to zoom in on the fundamental differences that define Dynatrace and OpenTelemetry. Think of it as choosing your foundational blueprint for understanding your entire digital ecosystem. Our first key differentiator lies in their core instrumentation philosophy. Dynatrace offers a highly opinionated, AI-powered approach with its one agent, providing automatic, deep, full-stack visibility from the get-go. This essentially gives you a comprehensive, pre-built blueprint for your system. On the other hand, OpenTelemetry provides a vendor-neutral specification and SDKs, allowing you to instrument your code once and send data to any compatible backend. It's about giving you the standardized components to construct your own custom blueprint, offering immense flexibility, but requiring more integration effort upfront. Moving to our next differentiator, we see a divergence in their approach to end-to-end context and operational efficiency. Dynatrace excels with its patented Smartscape and PurePath technology, automatically mapping all dependencies and tracing transactions across every tier, giving you instant, AI-powered root cause analysis. This unified view drastically reduces mean time to resolution and boosts service reliability. You might be grappling with the immense challenge of correlating fragmented data from disparate tools. OpenTelemetry, while providing the crucial trace, metric, and log data, requires you to build or integrate a back-end solution, like Grafana, Jaeger, or your cloud provider's offerings, to achieve that same level of deep, correlated analysis. I've seen teams spend days manually piecing together incident timelines because their observability data lived in silos. OpenTelemetry enables integration, but Dynatrace provides it out of the box, leading to vastly different operational overheads and TCO models, especially for large-scale enterprise environments. The final key differentiators touch on vendor lock-in, ecosystem support, and strategic control. Dynatrace, as a comprehensive SaaS platform, offers a fully integrated experience, enterprise-grade support, and a predictable roadmap, but at the cost of being a single vendor solution. This means higher initial licensing costs and a dependency on their platform for future features. Conversely, OpenTelemetry champions open standards and a vibrant community, significantly mitigating vendor lock-in risks. It empowers IT leaders to choose best-of-breed back-end tools and future-proof their observability strategy, avoiding the enshittification some proprietary platforms can exhibit over time. However, this flexibility means you own the integration and ongoing maintenance of your observability stack. Understanding these trade-offs is crucial for aligning your observability strategy with your long-term business goals. Next, we'll dive into how these differentiators play out in the real-world challenges IT operations teams face every day. After understanding the core differentiators between Dynatrace and OpenTelemetry, let's zoom in to where they truly shine: resolving complex, real-world IT operations challenges. One of the most prevalent issues IT leaders face today is fragmented observability, leading to painfully slow root cause analysis. Imagine a critical customer-facing application experiencing intermittent errors. Your SREs are swamped, sifting through disparate logs from one tool, metrics from another, and perhaps some traces from a third. Without a unified view, correlating these signals to pinpoint the exact failing service or code change becomes a forensic nightmare. Dynatrace, with its AI-driven OneAgent and Smartscape, excels here by automatically mapping dependencies and correlating all data into a single, cohesive causation chain. OpenTelemetry, on the other hand, provides the foundational blueprint for understanding and mastering the topic of unified data collection, enabling you to build this correlation layer yourself across various back-end analytics tools. This direct correlation significantly reduces mean time to resolution and boosts operational efficiency. This brings us to our second critical challenge: the looming specter of vendor lock-in and escalating costs. Many organizations find themselves deeply entrenched in proprietary observability ecosystems, making it incredibly difficult and expensive to switch providers or integrate best-of-breed solutions. This severely limits strategic flexibility and inflates operational expenses. If this feels familiar, you're not alone. I've seen teams grapple with years of custom integrations just to stitch together a coherent observability picture, simply because their initial vendor lacked native support for a new technology. OpenTelemetry directly addresses this by offering vendor-neutral, open standards for instrumentation. It hands you the keys to your data, allowing you to route it to any OTLP-compatible backend, from Splunk to Grafana Cloud, or even Dynatrace itself. This empowers IT leaders to negotiate better, reduce dependency, and architect observability stacks that truly fit their evolving needs, free from single vendor dictates. This translates into tangible cost optimization and greater agility in vendor choice. Finally, consider the intricate dance of modern microservice architectures. Debugging a single request that traverses dozens of services, queues, and serverless functions across hybrid clouds is a monumental task. The lack of end-to-end transaction visibility can turn a simple bug hunt into a multi-day ordeal, severely impacting developer productivity and release cycles. Dynatrace's PurePath and Service Flow automatically trace every transaction, providing deep code-level insights and visual service maps, instantly highlighting performance bottlenecks or errors along the entire path. For OpenTelemetry, its core strength lies in distributed tracing. By standardizing trace propagation and context, it ensures that a request ID follows every hop, allowing you to reconstruct the full transaction flow regardless of the underlying services or languages. Both, in their distinct ways, dramatically accelerate debugging, leading to faster bug fixes and higher quality software releases, directly translating into tangible, ROI-like, reduced mean time to recovery, and improved developer experience. While these solutions offer immense power, it's crucial to navigate their adoption wisely. Next, we'll explore the watchouts, misconceptions, and risks in embracing Dynatrace or OpenTelemetry. We've spent a good deal of time exploring the immense value Dynatrace and OpenTelemetry can bring to your observability strategy. But like any powerful tool or framework, there are watchouts, misconceptions, and strategic risks that IT leaders must navigate. Ignoring these can significantly derail your efforts and impact your ROI, leading to frustration and wasted resources. One fundamental misconception often arises around the cost of OpenTelemetry. While the code is open source and free to acquire, the operational burden, the time, and the specialized talent required to deploy, maintain, and scale a robust OTel pipeline are anything but. You might be thinking, but it's open source. It saves us licensing fees. And yes, it does, but the engineering effort for full end-to-end instrumentation, collector management, secure data routing, and integrating with your chosen backend, that's a significant investment. On the flip side, some mistakenly view Dynatrace as just another APM tool, overlooking its comprehensive AI-powered platform for infrastructure, security, and digital experience monitoring, which can lead to underutilization and a perceived lack of value beyond basic application tracing. Both paths demand a clear understanding of the total cost of ownership, not just the sticker price. Next, let's consider the significant implementation and organizational pitfalls. Building an effective observability strategy, your foundational blueprint for understanding and mastering system health, requires more than just installing agents or collectors. I've seen teams invest heavily in OpenTelemetry, only to realize they lack the internal expertise to correctly instrument complex microservices or to manage the sheer volume of distributed traces effectively. This leads to fragmented data, incomplete context, and ultimately, a system that looks instrumented but provides no actionable insights. Similarly, with Dynatrace, a common pitfall is treating it as a magic button, without adequate training for your teams or a clear strategy for integrating its AI-driven insights into your incident response and development workflows. You're left with a Ferrari in the garage, but no one knows how to drive it for performance. These aren't just technical issues. They are organizational challenges that can undermine your entire observability initiative. Finally, the strategic risks boil down to timing and oversight. Adopting either Dynatrace or OpenTelemetry too early, without a clear, defined observability strategy and a solid understanding of your actual pain points, can lead to overspending or building the wrong solution. Conversely, delaying adoption too long leaves you vulnerable to outages, security breaches, and escalating technical debt without the insights needed to react effectively. The risk of uncontrolled data volume, particularly with OpenTelemetry's flexible nature, can quickly lead to cost sprawl in your chosen backend analytics platform. As a product owner, your critical thinking must focus on the business outcomes these tools enable, not just their technical features. Define clear KPIs, start with manageable scopes, and actively build internal expertise. Now that we've explored these crucial watchouts, are you ready to test your understanding? We've spent considerable time detailing the intricacies of Dynatrace and OpenTelemetry, laying out the foundational blueprint for understanding and mastering modern observability. Now let's quickly test your strategic insight with a key question. For an IoT leader prioritizing unified, end-to-end root cause analysis across diverse services, what is the primary built-in strategic advantage that Dynatrace typically offers over a self-managed, pure OpenTelemetry implementation? Take a moment to consider the options. You might be thinking about the nuances we've discussed, the trade-offs, and those frustrating moments trying to stitch together disparate logs and traces for that critical root cause. The correct answer is option 2, automated, AI-powered topology discovery and context-rich anomaly detection. While OpenTelemetry provides the vendor-agnostic instrumentation and data portability, which are invaluable, achieving that truly unified end-to-end root cause analysis still requires significant integration effort with a self-managed backend. Dynatrace, by design, acts as a single, opinionated platform. Its AI, Davis, automatically maps your entire environment, correlates all data types, logs, metrics, traces, user experience, within that topology, and pinpoints root causes without manual configuration or complex queries. This is its core value proposition for IT leaders struggling with that unified view, effectively building and maintaining that intricate foundational blueprint of your system for you. Ready for what's next? Let's explore an engaging discussion question that touches on these very strategic choices. We've spent a significant amount of time today dissecting Dynatrace and OpenTelemetry, laying out what we've called the KESEC, foundational blueprint, for understanding end-to-end observability. We've seen their individual strengths, their strategic trade-offs, and how they tackle the complex challenges of modern IT environments. Now, as IT leaders, you've likely wrestled with the persistent struggle for truly unified, end-to-end root cause analysis across your disparate tools, or perhaps the concern over vendor lock-in versus the significant effort of building out open-source solutions. This isn't just theoretical. It's about making real, impactful decisions for your organization. So to truly solidify our collective understanding and learn from each other, what is the single most critical strategic challenge your organization currently faces in either implementing or optimizing its end-to-end observability strategy? Whether you're leaning towards a vendor-managed solution like Dynatrace or an open standard like OpenTelemetry, what's that one hurdle keeping you from a perfect blueprint? Your insights are invaluable. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the world of observability. If this strategic guide helped clarify some of the complexities, please give this video a like, and more importantly, share your answer to that question in the comments below. I read every single one, and your experiences truly enrich this community. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next strategic guide. You can also find the link to the full playbook and all related resources in the description below.